Hey YouTubers, I wanted to make this video real quick. It'll be about just like a 5-minute video. But I wanted to kind of cover a couple things here. I'm seeing a few videos that people are still getting fooled in California in believing that DUI checkpoints are legal and apply to you as a traveler, which cannot be further from the truth. Um, there are it's a very slippery slope. It's a lot of fine line bullshit, But one of the things that the troopers are saying is CVC, which is California Vehicle Code 2814.2, states that you are required by law to submit to a roadside sobriety checkpoint, which is not true. And so I want to kind of break that down real quick here. So real quick, CVC 2814.2 states a driver of a motor vehicle shall stop and submit to a sobriety checkpoint inspection conducted by law enforcement agencies when signs and displays are posted requiring that stop. Okay, let's break that down real quick here. What is a driver? We've all kind of gone through this, so we kind of know. But Black Law Dictionary describes a driver as one employed in conducting a coach, carriage, or wagon or other vehicle with horses, mules, or other animals, or bicycle, tricycle, or motor car. So if you're not a driver, what are you? You're a traveler, right? So a traveler, Black Law Dictionary describes a traveler as simply this: one who travels in any way. Distance is not material. There's more to it, but that's essentially what it gets down to. You can look it up as well, too. This is Black's Law Dictionary. And I wanted to kind of go, since we discovered we're not a driver, we're a traveler. I want to go to the next part where it says a driver of a motor vehicle. So a motor vehicle, this goes into a U.S. code. The U.S. code, you can all look this all up. I'm giving you all the codes for you, so you can look it up yourself and do the research and the investigation for yourself like I've done. U.S. Code Title 18, subsection 31, Part 6. It states the term motor vehicle means every description of a carriage for commercial purposes. Now, every description of a carriage for commercial purposes. What's commercial purposes? Well, U.S. Code Title 18, Section 31, Part 10 describes commercial purposes. Something used for commercial purposes is generally used for a fare, a rate, a fee, or charge, transporting cargo or passengers cargo. So a motor vehicle is used for commerce, for commercial purposes. Well, your car is not used for commercial purposes. So you're a traveler in an automobile. Your car is not it is not in any way a motor vehicle. It is a personal conveyance automobile. So 2814.2 of the CVC, again, a driver, you're not a driver, you're a traveler of a motor vehicle. You're not in a motor vehicle, you're in a personal conveyance automobile. Shall stop. Okay, fine. Well, from there on out, it doesn't apply to you, so screw you, you know. If you plead your Fifth Amendment right whenever they want to ask you if you've been drinking and this and that or whatever, you don't want to be argumentative. Yeah, a lot of us have some anger toward law enforcement in this instance. And I can definitely understand that. But, once you start being angry and being argumentative and being, rude, that gives them a reason to flex their power, and it just never ends right. So, if they ask you if you've been drinking, I will generally respond in a way like this. Officer, I apologize for your inconvenience, but respectfully, at this time, I'd like to invoke my Fifth Amendment right toward any questions you have for me from now on. And then generally, they're going to do their whole thing. And if they decide to send you over to secondary, just ask them generally, okay, well, am I being detained? If they say yes, then tell them they have no reasonable suspicion to detain me. And if they say that you're not cooperating or answering the questions as the reason for detainment, then I want to tell you, refer them to case law Miller versus U.S. It says the claim of a constitutional right cannot be committed into a crime. Also refer them to Snerer VS Cullen. Case law. There can be no sanction or penalty imposed upon one because of this exercise of constitutional rights. Just because you're exercising your right to remain silent or your right to refuse unreasonable searches or seizures, or your 14th Amendment right, the right to life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, to travel freely upon the roads unimpeded and unmolested. Just because you're exercising those rights does not make you a criminal, and it says it in that you are not a criminal just because you want to invoke those rights. They cannot ask you for your ID. They had no reasonable suspicion that you've committed a crime or have done anything wrong. So just stick to your guns, guys. Don't be fooled. California Vehicle Code 2814.2 does not apply to us unless you are using the roads as a commercial or for commerce. So, yeah, there you go, guys, and good luck.